Peace, everyone. This is a girl, Sequoia Blue, back in here with another episode. Tonight, I want to talk about friendships and who you're hanging around. And I did an episode on this topic maybe a few weeks ago. I was talking about the difference between acquaintances, friends, and associates, and how to differentiate between them. But today I want to talk about just be careful who you're hanging around and who you're telling things to, because sometimes when you're hanging around the wrong people, it could be life or death. And I really didn't learn this until I got older, and I realized that I can't tell everybody everything. It is not, and sometimes it's not about them having ill will towards me. It's just maybe they don't understand what I'm doing, and that can confuse me trying to explain things to them. And I just don't want to explain some things that should be understood, or just some people are just not open-minded like others, and that's fine. But I'm talking about, when you have an intuition that someone is not right, that you're hanging out around with, even if you've been friends with them for a long time. If you got an intuition, it's not your ego, and it's something that's telling you this person's not right, go the other way. Do not keep hanging around them, knowing good and well that you feel they're not right. So, and especially gossipers, don't hang out with somebody that's always talking about somebody. Like, if something happened, it's a fact that, they want to alert you on something, fine. But if you're talking chatty-patty about somebody all night and day, talking bad, and don't even really know what's going on, half the time making up stories, that means they gonna talk about you. Most of the time they gonna talk about you too. So that means you can't really tell them nothing, because dang, you talking about JJ, you're gonna be talking about me too. So be wary of people like that, because you don't want that type of energy around you, because energy is everything. Energy is everything. And I've kind of became a loner over the years, because I've learned that I can't trust everybody. And it's not that I'm not open. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but once I get an inkling or intuition, or I just feel like, okay, this person's more of an associate, or maybe don't even need to be around, then I just let them go. I have to cut them off, because I'm not going to deal with that. And what really brought me to think about this whole topic was I was on TikTok a few times, and I was watching a story it was two different stories now. There was one story, the recent story was about a young black guy that he was in college, and I think he was on his way to go to medical school, and he was out chilling at a lake, hanging out with some friends and whatnot, and I guess one of his friends thought it'd be funny to just push him in the lake, and knowing the boy couldn't swim, and he ends up drowning, and no one, I think it was like 7 friends hanging around there or something like that. 7 of his so-called friends. None of them tried to get him out. None of them tried to help him. And I guess a bystander that was, around, whatever, ended up helping the boy or calling 911 or whatnot. And now he's brain dead in the hospital, and, he has to have a machine to help him breathe. And it's going to take a while for him to get himself back together again. And it's scary. And I always tell myself, I'm nervous about hanging around people, especially when I know I can't swim that well. And if I'm hanging out with somebody around some water or something like that, and I don't really, shit, he probably thought he could trust them. Don't get me wrong. He probably thought these was his boon coons and all this, but I don't trust somebody as far as I can throw them. I have to keep my head on a swivel. So for me, I would back the heck up. I just wouldn't be near the pool, the lake, especially with a lot of people, because most of the time those people, all 7 of them may not be your friends. Some of them might have ill will, or some might be followers. That's just how the world is. We have more followers out here than independent thinkers. That's just what it is. So I don't know why he thought, I don't know, but I'm just like praying for him because it's just sad. And then there was another story before that. And then see, I'm sorry I'm not getting all the names tonight, but I just had to drop in here because this was heavy on my heart. I was going to do a whole spiel on Saturday, but I was like, I gotta get this out tonight. But there was another story before that. There was another young dude. Now he was out swimming. Now he actually could swim. He was I guess they went on a vacation or something like that, and it was like 4 dudes, and they were swimming somewhere. I think it was like a lake or something, and he ended up drowning. And allegedly his friends couldn't help him, but they were all in the lake swimming, and I'm like, huh? So 3 other guys couldn't help him, so he drowned as well. And I'm just like, well, he drowned, but other guy, the recent situation, he's actually on the machine, so he's still trying to fight. But this guy, the second situation, dude actually drowned and passed away. And I'm just like, it's fishy. Like, you got these dudes, they always looking happy in the picture and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden he sits here, he drowns. I said, now come on now, I don't know what's going on, but my thing is they could have found a way to help him not drown. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So I'm like, how does that happen? How's way, so the whole situation just sounded diabolical. And both of those 2 different similar situations sound diabolical to me, and I just don't know. And there's just so many other stories, like there's just so many other stories that we can talk about, and I'm sure you all have heard stories too. But we're in a time now where inflation is through the roof. We have a lot going on right now. I mean, people don't have enough money to eat, don't know what to do. People working 2 jobs, don't know, what's left and right no more because they work so much they can't really read, they can't think, and a lot of layoffs are going on. People are trying to figure out if they're next or what's going to happen. And I mean, it's imperative to hang around the right people. That's the point I'm making, because with all this stuff going on, you don't really need to be in a situation where you don't know what the heck's going to happen. I mean, it's like a Lifetime movie. I used to watch Lifetime growing up, and there was always somebody trying to poison somebody and all this stuff like that. And sometimes, hey, I still watch Lifetime. It's a guilty pleasure, but it's like, it's just crazy to me how people can be out here. And I'm just telling y'all to be safe out there. Keep your head on the swivel. Don't trust everybody. If you have your intuition telling you to go across the street, go the other way. If somebody's seeing crazy, go the other way. Because life is short yet long, and I would say short yet long because it could be a long life when you are hanging around the wrong people, and then their energy rubbing off on you, and our bad energies, and it could be tough. So what I'm saying is just keep your head on the swivel and just ask questions, man. Just make sure the values align, and practice discernment. Discernment is important. If your intuition is telling you something, run, because it's getting real crazy out here in these streets, and you just don't want to be in the crosshairs of somebody. Because sometimes people just don't care about their life. They'll F your life up. They don't care about what they just giving up, and they're like, shoot, pull you down with me. Don't do it. Don't let them do it. Believe in yourself enough, because even if you lost everything, even if things are tough for you, keep going, stay strong, and I know that's a word that's thrown around. Stay strong, yeah. Not saying don't have your moments. I think it's good to cry. If you want to cry in the corner, that's fine. But like I said, don't cry to everybody, because everybody ain't there to help you, or may not be empathetic enough to understand you. What if they don't understand, they may not understand what you're going through and just hurt your feelings or whatnot. But if you have someone you can trust and talk to them. Tell them, what's going on. Don't hold back from, help that could be there if that person is helpful. Because everybody's not blessed to have it. But if you can get that help with somebody that you trust, you can talk to, please talk to them, because it can help you, man. It's just going to help you. And also it helps you avoid telling the wrong people, hanging around the wrong people. And I'm just, it just hurts to hear these stories and stuff. And so many stories I've heard before that. I mean, I'm just like, what the heck? So I just want to jump in here and say that real quick. I'm not going to keep rambling on because I can do that. But I got some more new good episodes coming for you. Some few solo shows I'll be talking like I used to do when I first started this podcast. A few more episodes of that. And I got some guests coming on. And just a lot of great stuff. And all I gotta say is that, I just want to thank everybody for rocking with me. I got out of my fear of talking and just doing this podcast has changed my life as well, because I had a fear of doing, public speaking and all this stuff. And I actually enjoy it now. And I do it from the heart, and I don't even edit everything all the time. Sometimes I'm just like, something's on my mind, I'll jump and just talk on a little mic or something, and I don't set up the big setup and all that. And that's the thing that you get from me is authenticity. I'm going to be myself, and that's just what it is. And that's why I do this. I'm doing it to just hopefully help somebody else out there that, just help somebody else out there. All right, y'all. So thanks for rocking with me, y'all. And if y'all like the show, please subscribe, share, because that's going to help me grow. And I can do more shows, when this podcast is shared. So thanks again for rocking with me. And everybody be safe out there and keep your head on the swivel. All right. Peace.